What's buck, people? It's your boy Eyes, and I'm gonna talk about OGs. Everybody wants to be a OG. Well, let's talk about it. This is Crump Inc.
Yeah, all my people
I was 11 years old when this happened to me.
If you alive,
I did not have a dream.
If you book the same.
The term OG, for people who don't know what it is, it just means original, like original gangster. But we came from the hood. We took this term OG and made it into a position that people can feel. So in Crump, you have OGs, veterans, and rookies. Somewhere in between there, you could put the people that are coming up, which we call them heavy hitters. But I would just keep it OG, veteran, rookie. This is a rookie, someone who has just come into Crump. Now, you can be a rookie for years if you never touch killing sessions, if you never touch winning battles, if you never touch being a part of a moving, active fam. So you could just be in this rookie position if you don't take a step up or step out and try to do anything else besides learn Crump and just be good. So that is a rookie. A rookie is not only somebody who just came in, because somebody who just came in is not even a rookie. They don't even know what Crump is. You have to know what Crump is to be a rookie at it. You just haven't surpassed into the realm of competition. A veteran, I would say, is a person in Crump who has survived and won a lot of wars, which are battles. If you have evidence of you chopping down battles, like winning battles, you have scars, you have been in important battles, you've been in situations and you've come out, you are now a vet. But you can't only do this one time. You have to do this over a span of many years. You have to do it in at least more than one era of Crump in order to be considered a veteran. Because the veterans of the old, like Swoop, El Nino, La Nina, they were our OGs if we go into the clowning realm. But in Crump, means nothing. So you can't just be around for a long time and call yourself a veteran. You have to be active and you have to be successful in how active you were. What makes you an OG, an original? A lot of different things, but once again, it doesn't mean I just been around Crump since the first day I saw it. That's not true. People be like, I've been dancing Crump for 20 years. I'm like, how? And I've been dancing Crump for 20 years. So the timing just gets all messed up. But just because you've seen Crump since the first day and been a part of the movement does not mean you're OG. You have to be active, a leader, significant leader. You have to be someone who the Crump world pulls from. Like, you're a source for information, you're a source for battles, you're a source for how things run. People can come into your establishment and get stuff. It's not only I take battles, I take wins, I take this. If you're OG, you have to be a facilitator, you have to be a giver. So OGs are not just people that have been around since day one. The people that have been around since day one could probably be trash today. That's not what an OG is. Crump has had at least 7 different eras. How many eras were you a part of? And where was your position in those eras? I was around. I've been around since then. So, where's your work? What have you done? I was here when you sessioned here. I've been to Mama I's house. I was here. Okay. You were in attendance. Just because you go to a basketball game, does that make you Michael Jordan? No, you just went to the game. So, OG, you have to be consistent, tight. We're talking about tight enough to feed the Crump world for longer than veterans. I'm talking about decades. Like, veterans are active. When you get past decades, now you're getting into OG land. And you have to be credible. The movement in your body has to say OG. You can't just, I'm an OG. Why are your arms looking like that? Why are you looking so outdated if you're an OG? Or were you an OG in that era? So you can't say you're an OG of the now if you're not active, you're not even tight, you're washed up, you look tired, you just been around since back then. So don't try to claim no position. The OG is a leader that has surpassed the level of veteran. Not only have you won battles, but now you're a source for Crump. And you've been a source for a long time. I am Crump's Costco. I got everything. I've been serving it every time, all year, every year. I'm a OG. This is not talk. I got a storehouse of Crump, and I'm still serving the community. That's what an OG does. You can be an OG in an era. An era is a time in Crump where everybody's getting this type of Crump. If you are an active person and you're outsourcing that, you're helping outsource that, and you're respected, you don't even have to say these things. You're an OG in this era. But if you want to leave your era and be an OG of the new and you had nothing to do with it, this is like, just take your era and go. You're an OG that's your position. So everybody that likes that era, you can feed them. For the people that want to stay back there, you can stay back there and feed them. You can be an OG in your era. But El Nino was not an OG in Crump. Why? He was there when Crump first started. He was one of the people I battled. Why isn't he an OG? Because he's put in no work in Crump. He hasn't outsourced anything. So, therefore, not that he's not an OG, he's the OG of clowning. He's everybody's OG. Everybody looked up to El Nino. Even in clowning, El Nino's my OG. When the time I left, I was on top of the clowning world, but I came in looking at El Nino. So he was the OG. But today, my gosh, he's nowhere. Not in Crump. So the same thing applies. The same rules apply to everybody who's saying OG. You're not an OG if you throw sessions, have little homies. None of the stuff that benefits you makes you an OG. Now, if you say, TightEyex, I was on stage with you. I did this DVD with you. That DVD, you were a part of something that an OG was outsourcing. You were a part of it. You weren't the hand that was feeding. You were getting fed as well. You were just in that spot where we were outsourcing the Crump to everybody. So just because you was on the DVD back in 2007 doesn't make you an OG. You just did a DVD back in 2007. And how many people and how many Crumpers did that feed? And if you want to have a title, you're the OG of the era where we were putting out DVDs. How long has that been? An OG is supposed to be the mentor of all the mentors. He is the big homie. He is the CEO. That's how I can put it in business. He calls the shots. It comes from the CEO down into the juniors, the littles, the fams, the sessions. But it comes from the OG. Okay, I'll take myself. I'm an OG in Crump. My station is the West Coast. Now, the West Coast is out of whack. As an OG, I have to find a way to get them the new Crump. So I have to throw sessions. I'm not throwing sessions to be popular and get footage, how most people are doing, or just to make a little quick cash. I'm actually giving money away at the sessions that I throw. So I'm finding a way to, how can I get the Crumpers to switch to the new way? I got to put you in the atmosphere. So that is on me as an OG to do. Now, I have to battle as a OG. If I'm going to be talking this, I got to be giving you examples. I got to be in the field. I'm still in the field, but I'm going to do what's necessary for the Crump world to feed off of. So sessions, if I throw a session, it'll be to feed, get something to you. I'm trying to show you something. If I battle, it'll be to show you something. If I teach, definitely to show you something. So you have to be able to teach. You have to be able to have a spot where people can come dance, and you have to be able to facilitate how battles happen and how you get information to your community. If you want to be an OG, you would have to be consistent and you would have to last. Like if I'm looking at someone right now, say this person has been in Crump for 7 years. We're in a new era of Crump. So you may have been that where you come from, but now you have to be consistent and last if you want to call yourself an OG. And it be true. A lot of people self-proclaim, and There's so many OGs, and we got this new age GOAT title. I'm like, everybody's a legend and a GOAT. I'm like, man, you only been doing this for 3 years, you already GOAT? Well, I need to be a different animal. I'm a sheep. I don't want, it's too easy. You have to be consistent. You have to put your time in. If you don't have the time into Crump, I don't want to hear you talk about I'm a this or I'm a that. If you say you're an OG without the work, you are a fool. Plumb, dumb fool. You don't know how things work. You want something for nothing. You want a lot for a little. You don't even have the ability to plant, and you want to harvest the title of OG just to get people around you to sing your praises. I hate people that be saying I'm an OG with no work. I hate those crumpers. Like, I want to make y'all disappear off the face of Crump. And it's more people saying that they're an OG, and I can't wait to expose them. I can't wait to show how much they're not OG. But that's me. That's my own personal. So, last thoughts, last words. A OG, veteran, rookie. If you're seeking these positions, veteran, battle tested, battle proved. Rookie, someone who's been consistent in Crump but haven't moved into the realm of sport. If you're doing both of those consistently and you become a source for Crump, you're now an OG. But you have to get this title over time. And it's going to take work on both of these levels to even get here. But if you never get to any title, who cares about a title? It's just a title. It doesn't mean you can't Crump. It doesn't mean you can't be consistent. So everybody gets caught up in titles and positions. Just get to work, and your work will speak for you. I'm a huge fan of diligence, and I believe hard workers get rich. Diligent people get rich, and you get to be an OG. So work hard, evaluate yourself. Don't try to get something for nothing, especially not in Crump, because Crump will tell you a different story. And just work your way up. Be humble and get up there and be the best. That's my time. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like and subscribe. This is Crump Inc. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bvckness.